So this one is the permission piece for the mamas, particularly those mamas who are struggling to care for and parent themselves after trauma and crisis. And this could be any trauma and crisis, but in this case, on this channel, of course, we're talking about exiting a relationship with a narcissist. And in the aftermath of that, trying to care for yourself whilst being responsible for the little people around us and parenting and caring for them. And one of the things that I find comes up a lot with my clients, especially those with young children, is that we all have been conditioned to believe that care and love, or the qualities of how we look after something, can be exclusively in how we express externally. So there can be much more focus on the organic, paleo, perfectly put together, smiley faced salmon tricolore veg meal than in what the emotionality is that I'm actually bringing to something. And one of the things that I found worked really well and has worked really well for the women that I work with is to just ask yourself, how well resourced am I? And this is probably particularly relevant at the end of the day. So how well resourced am I right now? And make a decision based on that and your intentionality to hold a peaceful, loving, supportive home, rather than believing it lies outside of you in all the stuff that you have done. So for example, you may say to yourself, how well resourced am I today? And the answer by 6 in the afternoon or the evening might be not very. In which case, hair washers can go, bath times can go, perfect homes, which, you know, when all things are equal, by all means, get back to your cushion work. But right now, that isn't actually the most important thing. The most important thing is, how do I create a loving, sustainable, peaceful environment? I can do that really well if we all just sit on the sofa and at some point one of us will go and put some toast in the toaster and we're all going to survive and we're going to be completely fine. The most important thing is, what is the emotional footprint of this room? And that lies in us first and foremost being really in tune with who we are, how well resourced we are, what we need, and then allowing that to express itself to the little people around us and not the other way around. So if you have been beating yourself up because you've been working really hard, or you are grieving, or you are going through a difficult time, or you just simply can't do it all, then please know that the real impact that you will have on your young people and our children is in what you can bring to them emotionally, not in the stuff that you do. And the actual, another point to note there, especially with our daughters, I think it's really important, is that they learn, mom's important, mom has needs of her own, mom's serving herself. As I go out into the world, it's really important too that I factor myself in, because it's not what we say, it's what we do. And if we're saying I'm really important, but we are actually completely negating feeding ourselves and meeting our own needs, I think that message is, well, it doesn't feel congruent, does it? And it doesn't feel real. And what they actually learn is, oh, okay, so love equals turn your back on yourself and prioritize everybody else. We don't want that any more than we want complete entitlement. So by us each being in the fullness of who we are and what we need and attending to it, we're also role modeling that and giving that permission piece to the young people around us who are looking up at us for the roadmap of how to move through the world. You will find much more on my channel. You'll find more on my website. You'll learn how to work with me individually through my website too. You can reach out to me. This video is a little different. I tend to be much more in the space of reclamation of self, although saying that, I think I'm talking about the same thing. I'm just doing it in the parent space. So I'm hoping that that may have given you a new perspective from which you can care for yourself and those around you in a different way. Thanks for listening.